Alright guys, back here with another video, and this time we're going to actually showcase my deck profile from the Invitational Philadelphia on the computer. I usually do these videos with my phone or my camcorder and at the event, but it's a little louder there, and I tried to record it a couple times with my girlfriend's iPhone and upload it there because her camera's better than mine, and it for some reason doesn't want to upload. So I'm sorry about that, being the video coming up late. I know a lot of people posted about my deck being weird, and I wanted to go through some explanation of the cards in the main deck, and just help you guys get a good understanding of how this deck came together. First of all, shouts out to my team, Sharon's Lair. This is their website. Jack Lubke, who just won the regional in Sydney this past weekend, and Chris Welch helped with this deck, along with Marcus Cantarsi and the rest of the gang. We've been talking about this list for a little while, but this is I took basically their idea and I tweaked it a little bit, changed a few cards, and then this is what I played. But first off, we're going to start with the blue cards. 3 Flute. This is probably one of the worst cards in the entire deck. There's only a few targets, and I made it Legic, which was pretty good in the deck for it. And you only have a few targets that you usually don't want to bounce these guys. You kind of want to defend them, which is one reason why I don't like the card that much in the deck. And actually caused me a few times to lose and caused me a few times to win. So it's like, it was a weird card to play in the deck. I wish it would have been like less copies at least, probably around 2, but it's going to 1, so it doesn't really matter. 4 Senzu Bean, staple. 4 Boost Tech, staple. 2 Mafuba. This card was key in the mirror. Probably should have played 3. Probably could have cut a flute for a 3rd Mafuba. 4 Raging Spirits. Freehan's very key in the format. Helped me win a lot of games. 3 Vegetos. This card was key. Just came out, and the first event where it was legal. This card was insane against certain matchups, but I played a lot of mirror, so he was okay. Zeno is annoying, and Frost can kill it. 2 Planet M2 for the first red card. This card was key, and not in the mirror. Basically, it was key for killing Yajirobe's when people sided him in against me. Killed a lot of cards really, but I did side it in. It was very good if you opened it, opening hand. I could have played a 3rd one, but I didn't want to draw any dead cards I couldn't really charge, because you can only get 6 energy. 4 Digging Deep. This is my choice for Awakening. No Intensifying Power, not necessary, but this card's very key. You either wait for your opponent digging deep you in the mirror, or you digging deep them. Pretty much how it worked. 2 Burst Attack. Could have played 3. Probably should have played 3. Card was very good the entire weekend. 2 Legic. This card was pretty good in the deck. I do not regret playing this card. It actually helped me a lot. 3 Frost. This card was main because of Vegito, because I expected a lot of blue, but not a lot of the mirror matches were making Vegetos, which was pretty weird to me, because Vegito is pretty powerful against a lot of decks. But yeah, Frost was there. He auto kills anything. He can kill Keflas and stuff like that, which was pretty awesome. He did come in handy a couple times, but usually he was energy, because he's not that good whenever you get Zenoed. 4 Unbreakables. This card's a staple. This is extra super combos. 4 Topos. Card was key, but you cannot just use this card willy-nilly. You need to make sure you're not in a position where you can die and you need more energy. So a lot of times he was just energy, or he comboed. I negated like maybe once a match, or once a game, I'm sorry, and that's pretty much it. But he was pretty key. Sometimes I would just play him for 2 and kill cards and beat him, and then 25 free Hans and kill him, which is pretty cool. 4 Hit. This card was amazing. But the issue is, if you're playing against the mirror, if you hit them and you take their chain attack or Zeno, and you take one and they're not the other, and they draw the other, they would get back 2 cards back on their next turn, which kind of sucks. 3 Kefla. Your real win con has deflect, so they can't even Crusher Ball it, and that would be its actual weakness, because it's dual attack, but you can't even Crusher Ball it. Card's amazing. Draws you 2 cards, and it's 35k on the second attack, and if you beat it, it's even bigger. Card's insane. It's your real win con. And the 2 black cards, 2 banish your food, your removal. Scientist Food is good, but this card, Scientist Food, can't remove Kefla from the board. That's pretty much the only issue with it. This is why I was maining basically a lot of these cards for the mirror, and for the cards I expected in a lot of matchups, like free blockers, like against Mai and Yajirobe and stuff like that. But that's it for the deck profile. I did side in Scientist Foods, if you guys are wondering, and General Rildos. I didn't side those cards in, actually, not the Rildos, and I side Chain Zeno when I was going 2nd in the mirror, and that actually bit me in the ass in the top 4, which I'm pretty sad about, because I hit black out of my life and blue, so I couldn't play Chantech or Zeno until turn 4, whenever my opponent was way ahead of me. But that was pretty much it for the side. I sided in 4 coercions. If you guys were wondering about that, that was actually very key, and I sided in a lot of matchups, especially in the mirror. Whenever you get Xeno'd, you want to draw no negates because foo. But thank you guys for watching. If you haven't checked out so far, my Patreon is going to be in the description, and I will be posting an article and some more articles about basically how to combat some of these decks that people are like worried about, and how like to go into certain matchups thinking, and how you need to go into an event, and how you need to be prepared for one so you can be ready for those 9 rounds or 8 rounds, however long it is, so you're not too tired and exhausted the entire day, and make sure you actually are prepared for those events. Thank you guys for watching once again, and deuces.